says he's almost got $500 million. Last week, his lawyers said he couldn't raise that kind of money. It was a practical impossibility. Letitia James and her team went back and said, well, you don't have to get the bond from one person. But, whatever the problem is, he's got some problem raising the money, and now he's apparently got the money or may have the money. How do you think this all unfolds, particularly tomorrow? I've been told by some people that it's not really a case of Letitia James showing up at 40 Wall Street or anywhere else with a sheriff and locking things down, but it may be the beginning of a process.
Right. So, imagine being one of Trump's lawyers and saying one thing in your court papers and having your client undercut you publicly the next day on Truth Social. The judges are certainly entitled to take a look at Trump's posts in this vein, and it would be fair to deny him any sort of the measures for forgiveness of the full amount of the bond he's asked for or the form of the surety bond simply because he says he can afford it and he chooses not to. And I think we have reached a point with Trump where judges should hold him accountable for his words rather than letting him get away with having it one way in court and one way in public. We're past the point in time where the courts can afford to let that happen. But to your point, there is a little bit more to executing the judgment than showing up with a sheriff. I think what Tish James has done is she's made it clear she's serious, particularly by registering the judgment in Westchester County, New York, where some of the Trump family favorite properties, including the National Golf Course, are located. And so she's sending the signals that if he does not get a bond in place, she intends to go forward.
This is one of those cases, Molly, where the judge and Goron got under Donald Trump's skin. He really has beef with him. He's always had beef with Tish James. And some of that might be because he doesn't like Tish James. Some of it might be the fact that Donald Trump doesn't like his prosecutors. He doesn't like who they are. He doesn't like what they represent for him. This has gone into a place that seems very personal for Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, look, with all of this stuff, Donald Trump did crimes, right? He devalued his assets. He messed around with the valuation to cheat on his taxes. That's what this is about. So, is he unhappy? Yes, but he's unhappy when he's held responsible for things he's done. And because he's managed this kind of relationship with the Republican Party, you have people Republican pollsters going on CNN saying, if you hold him responsible, you don't know what's going to happen. No, this is what we do. Right. This is the law for everyone. And it's not fair that Donald Trump is somehow able to bully all Republicans into getting his way. And
yet, for the moment, he's doing that. Thanks to both of you. You're kicking us off this morning. We appreciate it. Joyce Vance is a former United States attorney and an MSNBC contributor and columnist. Molly Jong-Fast is a special correspondent at Vanity Fair and an